Hello, this is wmpyr. For today's lesson, we're going to be working with a single stick, and we're going to start off with something that is definitely along the lines of something more conventional, and then we will progress it further and further. Alright, so the first thing to get started is we're going to need some kind of target, alright? Maybe not at first, but you want to definitely work your way to where you actually have a target in front of you. And if you're solo training at home, I highly recommend a door ledge. A door ledge is a great training tool, actually. And have the door ledge to where basically it's 1 foot away from your own foot. Okay, so look down and see where your toes are. Okay, so mine is like let's say around here, and then 1 foot away. Okay, so the door ledge would be right here. That's close range. You don't have to make contact. Don't make contact. You don't want to mess up your house. But okay, so it's very, very close range. Okay, so this is the form that I want you guys to practice, all right? So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then number 7 is the stab, okay? So one more time, headshot, headshot, rib cage. Notice that this is more horizontal, and then rib cage from the other side. Notice it's once again a more horizontal shot, and then we have now the stick's going to be like this, so we're going leg shot, and then of course we have this stab right there. So one more time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alright, so first, just please practice that form over and over, and that's fairly simple enough. It's just memorization. The next part is we want to become fluid and chaotic, all right? We don't want to become predictable. So what I want you guys to do is we're going to basically change up the number. So out of those 7 targets, we want to change up the order, all right? But we're going to do it in a very specific manner. We're going to do it in combinations of 2. So as long as it's combinations of 2, anything is game. So you can go headshot, leg shot. You see, that's 1, 2, all right? So one more time, 1, 2. And then we continue on. So it could be rib cage, okay? And then it could be leg, head on the other side, you see. So we're constantly going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So as long as it's in numbers of 2, you just keep going and change the order up like that and get some practice with it. You don't have to go super fast, but just go boom and boom. All right, so you're going boom and boom. It's a nice exercise for your brain to try to mix things up and then to try to basically experience every possible combination that there is so that, you just get used to it. Alright, so that should be a lot of material right there, just practicing the different combinations like that. But there's basically 2 ways to do it, okay? 2 ways, and this is very important. At first, just go ahead and practice that the way that you feel is correct, and just make combos of 2 and just keep going and change it up, all right? Try to experience every different pattern possible, every different combination possible, all right? But this next step, we're going to become a little bit more picky, okay? So we're going to strike 1 and then 2 wherever it is, okay? Wherever number 1 was, wherever number 2 was. The next thing to do is from here, after I strike my number 2, my next shot has to continue from here. Okay, so if I, let's say, did number 1 and number 2 down here, then my next shot needs to continue from here. Okay, so from after this strike right here. So from here, if I want a headshot, I have to recover to this. See, so that kind of teaches me this motion here, which is not that different from the fan motion right there. So you see what I'm saying? You learn this motion right there. So like, let's say I did this, and let's say I did a stab right there. So from the stab, I have to now continue on from this position right here. So then I might, did you see that? I came back, I pulled my stick back, and from here I did a rotation to hit on the head right there. So you see, it teaches me how to link from various different positions. That's why it's important to experience as many different possible combinations as possible, because you're focusing on how to smoothly go from one technique to the next, all right? So it might be a pattern that you're not familiar with. So you go bam to here, and then you go, well, how do I go from down here to the stab? And then it might happen like so. So, it's experiencing this kind of motion to where you could fluidly transition from one technique to the next. The next part where I said there's two different ways to do it, that's one. And that's the most natural one. So that one also goes along with the 5 angles of attack. So let's say you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. That's 5. But you don't stop there, you keep going. So then from there you know how to recover. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you see it continues. 2, 3, 4. So you do that with all the other angles of attack form as well. And it doesn't matter if it's a heaven 6, whatever from the heaven 6, and then you continue into, whatever it is. And then you just link different things together. It's the linking that's what's important. But this next part, part 2, the way to do it is as I go 1 and 2, I strike right here. Instead of continuing from here directly to the next move, whether it's a rib shot or maybe it's a rib shot on this side, okay, notice how that's my rib shot right there. So whatever it is, instead of doing that, instead of going from here, what is the most efficient way to connect it to the next technique? We're not going to do that. We're going to recover and then go 1, 2. So from here, after let's say I went bam, bam, let's say I'm here. Okay, so instead of going from here, how can I continue on? How can I continue on? Instead of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to recover the arm and then go 1 and 2. How do you recover the arm? No matter where your arm is, you could basically go circular this way or circular this way. So wherever it is, if it's here, you could go circular this way or circular that way. If it's down here, same thing. Circular this way, circular this way. You're making a circular motion. Why? Because in a real life situation, remember, you're very close. There's a chance that they could grab your arm. They're blocking everything. They're constantly checking you like this. So in that situation, it's only natural to recover your arm and then kind of like a snake, try to see where is the opening. So you recover the arm. So that's very normal. So put the recovery in motion and then go bam, bam, 1, 2, and then recover and then go 1, 2, recover and then go 1, 2, recover. Put in that recovery motion, circular motion like so. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching and take care, folks.